It's a crypto alert calling all crypto enthusiasts. Welcome back. This is Trading Rolling Bitcoin putting in a sideways consolidation. We'll take a look at the Bitcoin chart, do a Bitcoin breakdown, look at the indicators, some headlines. XRP versus the SEC is the big news. We'll talk about that briefly. And at the end of the video, altcoin of the day, we'll look at GRT, the graph recently added to Coinbase. A lot of hype, big pump just recently. A lot of people pretty happy, made some money. So guys, we're going to dive into all of this. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, tick the bell for notifications. As usual, these are my own ideas and opinions on the market, so please do your own research and trade at your own risk. All right, taking a look at the market. Let's see what's happening today. Nice bounce on Bitcoin. Bitcoin up 3%, Ethereum 2.5%, XRP down 16% off of this lawsuit news. We'll talk about that. Litecoin, man, 7% up. Litecoin's doing really well. It was very undervalued, honestly. A few months back, before the PayPal listing, it was kind of like, Litecoin, who cares? But the PayPal listing has brought it new life. And, I immediately bought some Litecoin on that PayPal, and I'm sitting looking pretty good. All right, crypto fear and greed index back to a 93, of course. And then altcoin season, we've actually dipped lower onto the Bitcoin side. You can see we've actually kind of dipped back into the Bitcoin season. So as far as this metric that we've been looking at, Bitcoin is still outperforming a majority of the crypto market. Litecoin in the last 90 days outperforming Bitcoin. Stellar and XRP was, but now has fallen into the underperforming category. All right, SEC officially files suit against Ripple, alleges XRP is a security. Okay, a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to keep this brief, but the SEC has said Bitcoin is not a security. They have also said Ethereum is not a security. So good news, Bitcoin, Ethereum are in the clear, but there's still been uncertainty with the rest of the crypto market. So not only is this, bad, we'll get into it, but initially FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, driving the Ripple or the XRP price down. Are other cryptos going to follow under the same category? Are there going to be more lawsuits issued? So that's the FUD around the crypto space as a whole. But I watched Brad Garlinghouse on CNBC today. I mean, they're talking a lot about XRP, which is interesting to get mainstream media talking about Ripple. In the bull market, they did have some media coverage at the beginning of 2018. I remember Garlinghouse came on around $1. People thought XRP was going to be listed to Coinbase. As soon as he came on CNBC, they bought the rumor, sold the news, and we've been below $1 ever since, and never a word about Ripple. But back on CNBC, he said that XRP can survive without Ripple. XRP's on 100 exchanges, 100 countries. He said 90% of the XRP volume is done outside of the United States. So, and basically XRP to him is not a security because you're not owning equity in Ripple. A security is like owning common stock equity in Apple, Tesla, what have you. And Ripple has private share owners, but that's not the same as XRP. XRP is a currency that is separate. If you own XRP, you don't own equity in Ripple. So honestly, I don't think it is a security. However, we will see what happens. But remember, EOS was also had a lawsuit filed against it. They had a fine. They paid the fine, and who cares? I think same thing will happen. Worst case scenario, XRP pays a fine. I don't think long term this is going to be detrimental to XRP's price unless somehow the outcome of this is bad news for all of the other cryptos. I mean, Cardano, Stellar, I mean, the list goes on. There's hundreds of these. What makes them different? All right, so that's what's going on with XRP. I would be careful for now, but I think long term, this will just roll over. Okay, guys? Anthony Scaramucci outlines his new Bitcoin fund, discloses initial $25 million investment during interview. Just another on-ramp for institutions. There'll be a $50,000 minimum in this Bitcoin fund. Again, institutions getting involved in Bitcoin. All right. Number of tweets. Where is my article? Okay, so the number of tweets containing the word Bitcoin hit a yearly high this week. Good news, and this is what we probably figured. You break 20K, Twitter's going to start talking, Facebook's going to start talking. This is what we wanted to happen. Spread that FOMO within the retail crowd. So I was interested, if we hit the yearly high for Twitter, I wanted to look at the Google search trends. So I have the Google search trends above me. This was 2017, and we've been chopping pretty low. The trend on Google searches right now is well below that peak there. So, guys, we're not even close to this, FOMO bubble retail pop, okay? Not even close using Google Trends. So yearly high on Twitter, and we're at the yearly high for Google. So this is a 5-year. Let's just look at the 1 year real quick. But we're close to the yearly highs as well for the trends. But zoom out and compare it to 2017, we got room to run. And the more that Bitcoin pushes its price up, the more people will start searching. I mean, everywhere you see, people are dropping gold to get into Bitcoin. It's on CNBC every day. Michael Saylor was on Fox Business News today. People want to know. So yeah, yearly highs on the Google Trends as well. You can see that there. All right, let's take a look at the charts. Do a quick little Bitcoin technical analysis. Hit that like for me. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All right, so basically putting in a horizontal sideways consolidation, you can see a support line here around 22,300, and then we'll say the resistance using candle body closes on the 4-hour is around 24,000. So that's going to be the range, 24,000. 22,300 on the downside. You can see none of the 4-hour candles have closed above 24,000. We did get a nice bounce here and then rejected from 24,000. So that seems to be the level to beat for Bitcoin. Otherwise, we're consolidating. Over here, I'm sure after a big drop down in price, a consolidation, people are probably drawing a bear flag, but we bounced again. Honey Badger, Bitcoin don't care. All right, so no bear flags. Oh man, I haven't watched Crypto Kirby in a while, but I'm still subscribed, and he is the king of bearish titles and videos. And he did very well in 2018. It was a bear market, but he's overly bearish. And, I'm sure he was one of the guys calling bear flags there. All right. So let's zoom out, look at the moving averages, stochastics, RSI, and then we'll get back to that 4-hour, take a look at some of those indicators there. But guys, I've posted this classic ascending triangle breakout. Perfect. Bull market, Bitcoin loves ascending triangles. In the bear market, it loved descending triangles. I mean, just over and over again. So this is a textbook ascending triangle, breakout. We talked about that measured move on the triangle right where we are right now, okay? So we hit the measured move, we're consolidating, nothing bearish. Not yet, at least, not yet. In my opinion, and this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. All right, so weekly, beautiful weekly candle. We talked about yesterday. Yeah, we dipped, but look at, we're right now as we stand, a green weekly. And you know, often these things expand. It starts small, gets larger, and then it tightens up. You know what I mean? So like you can see it on daily charts too. The move will like start with shorter candles, then the candles get larger, then the candles constrict, you know, and then you might pull back. So after a large green candle like that, I mean, we could hit that 30K target we talked about on this weekly candle unless we're at a top. But if the momentum is still continuing for the bulls, 30K is in play. Where did we get 30K from? 29,000, I think, would be more fair. It was using that fib extension. Okay, I mean, there's different ways you can predict price, but when you're at all-time highs and no previous price action to look at, a fib extension is a good one to look at. So the swing high to the swing low, your 1.618 extensions at 28,871. You know, this is an exact. So 28 gets lower, 30K, 29K. If we hit 28K, I might trim some profits again, okay? And when I trim profits, it's just being disciplined with the strategy. That's all. I'm not like, you know, going short. I'm not going to sell everything. I just want to take a little profits off the table, maybe move them to an altcoin. We have seen Bitcoin dominance rising. Eventually, the dominance will drop. Eventually, we'll have an altcoin season. So, you know, right now, Bitcoin's still leading the show. All right, so that's the fib. Let's look at our moving averages and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Basically bouncing off that pink 10 symbol. Pink 10 simple MA support at 18,060 on the weekly. And you can see, you know, we kind of extended, separated from our moving averages, chopped a little sideways, allowed them to catch up, and it bounced. Not exact, but guys, we're so bullish that we don't have to wait for the moving averages. People want to get in. They're not going to wait for it to come all the way here. They're putting their buy orders just above where everyone else is waiting. So if you're waiting at 18K, they're buying, you know, at 20K, for example, you know. And on the opposite for take profits, though, if we are searching for 29, 30K take profit, some people will start skimming, taking profits around 28K because, you know, if everyone's waiting for 30, it either dumps before 30 or it might even shoot all the way through. All right. These are just the head games that we're playing. You know, what are the other traders, investors thinking? So you're above all moving averages. You're bullish weekly. Above the yellow 21 EMA, bullish. You're Stoke coasting on that bullish territory there. No cross down. Still bullish. Your RSI, yes, it's high, but this is also the relative strength index, and the relative strength is strong. The move is strong. We're bullish, we're pumping, we're a bull market. You can see there's still, you can go all the way up to like a 90, 92, we're at 88. And then as long as you just oscillate in this upper zone, so the 50 is kind of the neutral zone, you can see in the previous bull market, you always bounce from that region. So if we do get a pullback, we just want to bounce, bounce from here, super bullish, at least bounce from 50, okay? Going down to the daily, getting that bounce on the pink 10 simple. It doesn't get better than that with a bullish engulfing daily candle. I like it. The falling volume doesn't say breakout immediately. We'll have to see what happens over here. You want to see this daily volume to rise above that previous. If this is going to be the breakout, I want to see that volume candle get bigger here. Then maybe the next day rises even higher, like that. Okay. Immediate support. Pink 10 simple daily 22,356. Yellow 21 EMA 21,000. Okay. Daily Stoke is up here. Look like cross down is doing more of this thing. This is bullish when it's just chopping around on that bull side on this upper territory. We're still good. We're still good. You know, if it crosses down and then we dip below 80, maybe you can be more concerned. Your RSI, you know, we're talking about local tops, bear divergence. It definitely looked like bearish divergence, possibly because you had the rising price with the falling RSI. But guys, you know, I said if it bounces here and price rises, the RSI is just going to do the same thing. And then in retrospect, there isn't bear divergence. And in a bull market, Stoke cross down and bear divergence isn't as strong of a signal. In a bull market, you want strong signals across up and bullish divergence. Trend is your friend. Okay? Looks good. 4 hour. Above all moving averages, you had, so consolidated under that yellow 21 EMA, got the close above the yellow 21 EMA, you got your 4 hour Stoke crossed up, you broke this little downtrend, it appears. Let's see, let's take a look. You could argue we're right at that trend line. Okay? So, interesting. Backing off at that resistance level we talked about, 24,000, and hitting a resistance on your RSI 4 hour. So this is going to have to break. If we can break that downtrend resistance on the 4 hour RSI, it might line up actually with the 4 hour close above the 24,000 price. Okay? Your 50 simple rising as support as well. If we dip down, immediate support 23,197. So resistance, support. All right? Otherwise, guys, I'm still bullish. What can I say? 18 minutes. Cool. Might be a little bit of a shorter video. Real quick, let's take a look at Ethereum. 4 hour crossed up, similar, you know, RSI structure as Bitcoin. I was looking at the ascending triangle on Ethereum, and it dipped below that horizontal, but you got to bounce, and you're still putting in a low, a higher low, a higher low, high, higher high, higher high. Still an uptrend, still looks good. On the 4 hour, this is a low as we stand, current price, lower high. So you could draw this right here. So you want that 4 hour Stoke to continue to rise. You want to break probably this downtrend. We could do that. Ethereum looks like it already broke that downtrend though. And now retesting it as support could get a bounce. But you're going to ultimately need to break that downtrend and then make a new high. All right, so that's just the short-term Ethereum. I want to talk about the graph, GRT. Coinbase has been adding a lot of just random cryptocurrency coins that a lot of people don't care about. People may have even forgotten about, and they're just adding whatever, but they won't add Cardano, Polkadot, and several others. But this new one, the graph, we have to talk about the graph. Okay? Hit that like for me. The graph taking a little bit of a dip on the 1 hour. We don't have a lot of price action on the graph. Let's take a look at its market cap as well. So what is the graph? It is being termed as Web 3.0, a part of an API trend, the Google of blockchains. So basically, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at, I'm not a whiz kid computer programmer. I like the charts, I like trading, I like money, I like numbers. Some of the protocols and the technicals of like the different types of, you have Ethereum. Oh man, I don't even want to go into it. There's just too many different things. Like I said, I'm not a computer guy. I don't program, but we're going to stick with Web 3.0. Sounds pretty cool, and we're going to stick with the Google of blockchains. And apparently API is the new Oracle. So oracles, like Link, the band, I think UMA is also one. They were the trend before, and now these APIs. And the graph was released on Coinbase. Normally, you have to wait for these to be released on all those smaller exchanges, and then it goes to Coinbase last. But this time, we actually, if you are on Coinbase in the United States, you got first opportunity, which you don't often get. And then, not only do you get the first opportunity, they have the Coinbase earn thing. I get a notification saying I can earn some graph. And I'm like, all right, $3, earn graph, no one cares. But their marketing of giving you free crypto, I always end up buying a little bit more. And I was like, wow, this is like a first opportunity. Who knows? We're in a bull market. Put a little money in it. And then I thought to myself, hey, this might have a lot of hype. It could go really fast, maybe all the way to a dollar. I was at 16 cents, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to double up. If we go much higher, I'll take 50% profit and then leave the initial investment I wanted to have for the future. Well, we went all the way to 76 cents, and I was sitting here, and I was like, I'm taking my profit, took my 50%, moved it to Ethereum, and then I'm going to let the rest ride. The Moon Boys are back, though. I said something on Twitter about GRT, and they said anything under $1 is super cheap. This is the Google. All right. I mean, time will tell. The thing is, at 76 cents, we were already around, $750 million market cap. So that's why I wanted to go back to the market caps real quick to compare. This just brand new coin at a 600 million. Yearn Finance YFI is at 700,000. Kasuma 481,000 million. Did I say thousand? YFI is 700 million. The graph 600 million. Kasuma 480 million. Uniswap 780 million. So for it to go to $1, it would have to go to about $1 billion. And it's so brand new. You could be asking for too much saying $1. But if this is going to be like a top 10 coin and I'm just ignorant to it all, and it, maybe it goes to an 8 billion market cap, something like, Litecoin's at 7 billion, Polkadot's at 5 billion. So, we could go to about, if it goes to Polkadot kind of just ran up out of nowhere. That would be about, current price, it would be about a $450 graph, GRT. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, like I said, once it hit around 750 million, 800 million, like boom, in a couple days, I felt like take out some profit and just chill on the rest. It's all free profit now. I made profit, put in ETH, and then what I have in GRT is just free money. And you can do this with the altcoins and bull runs. In a bull run, news, stories, and hype actually push prices. you're going to see a news story come out and that coin just pumps. So you can take advantage of the hype, but understand that sometimes it only is hype. So take your profits and then, let the rest run. Not financial advice. So let's just look at the chart real quick. Like I say, you don't have too much to go on, mostly with market cap. The 1 hour was holding above your yellow 21 EMA this entire way up. So that was your support level, and then you had a resistance right here around 57 cents. You can see that. Let me go a little closer. That was your top. You broke above that, hit that 75 cents resistance level. You bounced off previous resistance, flipped support. You also bounced off the yellow 21 EMA on the 1 hour, but now you've lost that, and now it's flipped as resistance, back above it, back below it. Currently, you're putting in a downtrend right there that will need to be broken eventually. And I would say, you could say maybe, let's say a support level around here. Possible support at 40 cents. And this now, it was a resistance, flip support. And here acted as resistance again. So 57 cents roughly is going to be resistance. All right, so 57 cents will be a resistance. I say about support around 40 cents. All right, you need to break that downtrend. 75 cents is around that ultimate top there. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. Your 1 hour is crossed down and coming down. All right, so like I said, I don't have too much info on this, not a lot of price action, and I'm not just, I already made my profits. I'll chill on this one. We'll see down the road if it's something that you want a dollar cost average in. But right now you are putting in lower highs and possibly come down even further. And we'll have to see if you lose that level, it could dip down a lot lower. It started out around, $150 million market cap. It could come all the way back down to 150, 200 and wipe out all of those gains. I mean, Band, the Oracle that's like Link is around 200 million. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for some random altcoin to have a $200 million market cap, which would bring it all the way down here. All right. We'll have to see what happens. Like I said, it's brand new. I caught the hype train. And around here, I saw it stalling out. I saw the volume was falling off too. That was what I was concerned about. You were struggling. The volume was lower. It felt like some of that hype died off. And now time will tell if this coin is really a winner. All right. So if you break that downtrend and, you have a high and you put in a low and you break this downtrend and put in a new high, you could put in higher high, low, higher high, higher low, uptrend. It's a good coin. So we'll be patient for now, is what I would say. All right. Whew. Under 30 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Taking my FINRA financial exam tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'm going to crush it. I already know. And we'll go from there. Happy holidays, everyone. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you next time. Rolly roll.